Good evening. For those of you over the age of 27, you remember the Michael Jordan flu game. Well, your boy Nick is here tonight, under the weather, not with coffee, with tea. Sleepy time tea, which I hope knocks me the hell out. I do not feel well, but if I set up a show, me's doing the show. Shout out to everyone here, the late night crew, and a special shout out, everybody say hi to ISU. Everyone say hi to ISU. The show will not continue till everyone says hi to ISU. Everyone, go. Hi, ISU. What's up, Stack? 3 siblings, Rick Kent, Wildwave, Tom H, Jerome, Bill, Robert C, Allen, Robbie Oak, new to the chat. Welcome. Yeah, you just got gifted a membership last night. Gary King, I think he got gifted last night as well. Nate's here. I know, Nate. Trust me, if there's ever a night that I wanted the show to end, it's now. I do not feel well, man. My head is pouring. The Walgreens next to me was closed. I couldn't even stop and get Advil, tissues, and like Ricola. Your boy's hurting. Your boy's hurting. Hello, Boomtown, and everybody else. Mark Ferraro is here early. But welcome, everybody. Big welcome to all of you here. Hi. Hello. Howdy. I'm going to do something I normally don't do, but my show, I can make the rules sometimes. You guys make the rules most of the time. I'm not even waiting for a bunch of likes. I'm going to drop the link now. I'm going to go through a little opening segment. Whoever wants to join, feel free. Hang out, talk Jets, whatever you want. I will stay on as long as I can stay awake. Now, the reason I'd labeled this show, will the Jets make an unexpected trade? We've discussed the draft. Jets fans have an obsession with the draft. Even though free agency hasn't even gotten here yet, we're talking about who are we going to pick? Who are we going to pick? Well, I'd like to hit the pause button. And as I do every year, remind everyone, there's a pecking order to this. Why are we skipping past free agency as if free agency and trades, possible trades, won't help us build this team? Why are we skipping right ahead to the draft? There's multiple ways before the draft that'll help us get a clearer vision on who we're going to be. It's not obvious on what players we're going to go for, what players we're going to try to bring in, but not to us. The organization's pretty clear that they have a vision. They know who they want, and more importantly, they know who they don't want. I'm sure each and every one of us is waiting for the alert that Michael Clemens has been released. Now, you don't cut off your toe to spite your foot. However, do you wait till you sign a couple defensive ends and do it? Do you get rid of him before the new league year because his salary goes up because his play percentage went up last year? I don't think there's a single one of us, and we never agree on anything. And I will say this, I know he's here. I know Allen won't even agree on this, and Allen always takes the opposite side of a take with everybody. Not a single one of us here believes Michael Clemens is deserving of a raise or even being on this roster. So I think we're all waiting for that alert to come in. I think we're pretty confident we are going to get that at some point. Excuse me. Sleepy time tea with honey. Not bad. This and melatonin, I might sleep until work. I'm make sure I set my alarm tomorrow. I might sleep till PM hours tomorrow. Oh, that's the good stuff. Yeah, I can't see Glenn and Muji and Wilkes saying we can make this guy work. All right, there we go. It's official, folks. It's official. I thought I posted. Here we go. Let's pin that. I did pin the call-in link. So, a couple surprise cuts today. Tyler Lockett. I don't think there's any chance we dip into that. Christian Kirk. There's a possibility. And here's why. He got his payday. He got a shocking, I believe it was 4 years, $72 million. That still stands out in my head because we were shocked when that news came in, I believe 2 free agencies ago, 2023. Shocked. I was shocked because I remember exactly where I was. I was in a rehab facility. And I walked in the room and people were like, "Oh, we play YouTube in here." I'm like, "Nah, not anymore." I go, "We're watching sports. This is now the sports room." March Madness was going on. Not as Maniac Madness. Actual March Madness. We'll get more into the as Maniac Madness later. Great day today. But I took over that room. I said, "We watch sports in here. I get this time and I get when the games run at night. You can watch your YouTube videos the rest of the day." Now, Kirk got paid. Got paid $18 million a year, which is absurd. But now, I don't think he played up to that contract. He'd still be there if he did. Now, do you get him? I want to say cheap, but do you get him a 2 year, $16 million? You get him 2 years, $18 million maybe? Give him some incentives. He can get downfield. It's a little bit bigger than Garrett, but he's got some vertical speed, can help take the top off of the defense. And then now you can attack the draft with a tight end. Maybe you have a plan and a vision for Corley. And now you got Kirk who can get deep. Corley underneath is your short guy. You get a tight end. You got Breece Hall. You got Garrett Wilson, who should now be your do-it-all, your Amon St. Brown type. And now all of a sudden you got a nice little collection of weapons. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to minimize the clearing the throat and the sniffling. But like I said, you're witnessing the Michael Jordan flu game. I just wish Scottie Pippen was here to help me walk off the field when we're done. So, trade market. There's always a surprise trade. There's always, for example, let me lay this out for you. We said we were going to take calls for Devontae. Never happened. Everybody wanted this. Then no one wanted to deal with the contract. They knew we were going to cut him. Now, there might be players out there where it's not publicly announced. There's always trades. There's always moves that happen that aren't expected. They come out of nowhere. There's calls behind the scenes. The Jets might be calling people and say, "Hey, you have any interest in moving him? We noticed you didn't utilize him the right way last year." Possible. Yeah, Alan, you're right. There was some tweets that came out about that today. We get Tim Patrick. It's not bad. They say he's a great locker room guy. They say he's a great leader. I mean, we're going to need that. You lose Devontae and Aaron, you lose 2 veterans. You know, Patrick is, I think, 31 and a half, something like that. So he's been around. He's been in the league 8 years. He's been on a couple teams. He's got experience with Glenn, experience with Muji. But we'll see. Well, JJ? Is this the JJ that went in That's Maniac? Is this JJ who won the other day against June? I thought JJ's name was different. Is this that JJ? Either way, thank you for watching. How about this trade scenario? Okay. Well, thank you anyway, JJ, for being here. Appreciate you. I know you were gifted last night. A lot of gifted. Yeah, I saw it. So, Rick, thank you, pal. Now, I got a trade proposal. Raiders want to get rid of Michael Mayer. First round pick the year before. 2 years ago, 2023 draft. First round pick. Last year or second, early second, I forget. Now, they draft Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers, very elite weapon. But if you want to move Michael Mayer, how about this? You need a blocking tight end. Well, we got one for you. How about we send Jeremy Ruckert and our 4th round pick? Oh, hold on. This is hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 minute. I forgot to turn the heater off. Let's do this. I never did this before.
Gentry covered in football.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime as Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the hope with the most Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
I forget to turn the heater off. The power gets too high, I guess, and it shorts out. Sorry, guys. As I was saying, yeah, that's pretty funny, Rick. I guess YouTube, the Ruckert family intervened and put a stop to it. Speaking of Rick Kent, I did see something. Rick Kent just gifted 5 channel memberships, ladies and gentlemen. Rick, you're the man. They went to Kantu Rajinji, Big Rush 2112, Big Time Rush, Rick Kent, Big Time Rush, Gangrene Catskills, EJ, and our friend Barney Miller. Awesome. Mr. Kent, thank you very much. I just saw something the other day that they might be interested in moving them on Twitter. My hands were up, Rick. I promise. I didn't touch anything. The background does look very good. And shout out to our friend, Weed the People. The Weed the People, who will be going against Racist Rob tomorrow night in the 4 o'clock matchup on Jake's show. We know he's an awful human being. We know he has awful takes. Vote for Weed. Support the meme god. He created this. It's an outstanding picture. He created this about 2 years ago before I even know who he was. Yes. All hail, Mr. Briga. Congrats to Mr. Briga. It was an entertaining day. This is why voting is so important. And then who's in the chat each day matters. That was the key. Today, last night on this show, forgot to turn my... All right. Fine. I'll comply to that request. But today, over 800 votes. I said yesterday, the Beast, he brings intrigue to Jake's show. Love him or hate him, you got an opinion. You have your line in the sand and you stand there. You're either for him or against him. And I said last night it would be a record amount of votes so far, and maybe the most we see in round one. You know, he's taken Jake's show by storm. He's intriguing. You have an opinion, and people let their opinions be heard today. Over 800 votes. Jeez. Now, we don't know. I had a comment in the chat earlier that Gator was just going to Best Buys and clicking in all the open computers. But, oh, Jake, thank you for the membership. I just saw this. Sorry, guys. Like I said, Michael Jordan flu game going on. What did Joey R? Thank you, Mr. Aspen. I appreciate you, sir. You're a good man. But tomorrow, 2 big matchups. We kick off the Hood region. Be interesting. Our boy Cheats Fan was in the Discord today for quite some time. He's got some nerves. You figure a 1 seed against a 16, he would be cool. He would be confident. He was a little nervous today. We're telling him, relax, stay calm, be confident, be you. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It is, Jake. If you pop in the Discord, he is like nail-bitingly nervous over this. A couple of us were in there, and I was telling him, just chill, man. Be you. Don't worry about what the other people do. Just be yourself. There's a reason you're a 1 seed. It's because you're you. Don't try to be anything but that tomorrow. Yeah. I was working. I wasn't able to catch that show, but same thing. He carried it over to the Discord earlier. But if people see nerves, it might sway voting. It might make people play into that. So he's got to be cool. He's got to be calm. He's got to be himself. And that's for everybody in the tournament. You know, I'm a bystander. I'm a viewer. You know, go with what got you to the dance. Just be you. If you're an off the rails type of caller, go off the rails. If you have a gimmick, stick to your gimmick. Don't try to reinvent yourself now that you're here, because the chat will know, and the chat will read it, and they'll know that it's not genuine, it's not sincere, or you're trying too hard. It's very simple. Just be who you are. That's the key to life. Excuse me. So back to Michael Mayer. If they want to move on from him, you got to call if you're the Jets, right? You get rid of Ruckert, who's been a disappointment. That's a good comment. Whack Pack Whisperer. Yeah, and please like the video, bro. For those of you who've been asking me, no, I did not start doing my shows later so Carly could stop bringing up 11:11 in the chat. It's not the reason. I actually did get a job that ends at 11 o'clock. That's not the reason. Oh, the tea, dude. Sleepy time tea. It's good. I haven't had this since last winter, but when I did have it, it's nice. And of course, I'm a very big stickler, Snowball, on checking expiration dates for stuff. And it actually expires October 18th this year, which is my birthday. It was just like, that's a sign I should drink this tonight. JJ, not that JJ, new JJ, says, I'm drafting multiple weapons early in the draft. I agree. I got to see what we do in free agency and through trades. But as of right now, I said last night, if our first 3 picks go tight end, D tackle, wide receiver, I don't think anybody would be upset. Of course, we got to see the moves that we make in order to see if that still stands. But if you did that in any order, if you went Warren, Walker, and a wide receiver, you're going to be okay as a fan. If you go Tat McMillan, a tight end, a D tackle, I think fans will be okay with that too. But we do have to see what we attack in free agency. So it's going to be interesting. It's the Jets. Every move will be overanalyzed. Excuse me. The other Jets. Well, you know what? The other JJ doesn't come on this channel. So on this channel, you're just JJ for now. Excuse me for being rude. I blame the medication. I'm on Mucinex and now Sleepy Time Tea. I could be tripping balls. This is the closest thing I am going to get to a high ever again. That's a great comment. He's so humble. If I was a Chiefs fan, I would be unbearable. We're Jets fans and we're unbearable, and we haven't won shit. Oh, good comment, Hennessy. All right, let's do it. I enjoy doing this. Let's get your predictions now. That way we can revisit this for the Rob versus Weed the People, the 8-9 matchup in the Hood region. Give me your guesses. Give me your percentage breakdown. I'll give you mine, and I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. I'm going 61-39 Weed, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't do it, but a ton of people, a very large majority, smoke weed. And I think Rob alienated himself from those people as he's attacking weed for being a cheech or a chong. You know how many people are sitting there watching the show, hitting the ball like, bro, why am I catching strays? I think it was a bad strategy. I think it may come back to bite him. Let's see what you guys say. 3 siblings, 45-55. Doesn't say who. Boom, boom, boom. Alan, 57-43 Weed. Rick Kent, 59-41. Bill M, 53-47. Clancy, 65-35. David, 60-40. Wildwood with the same. ISU. Everyone say hi to ISU. Oh, Jake, you have to cut it off when it gets to 420 votes, Jake. You have to say that's the mandate for the Weed the People vote. You don't have to do it, but God, you have to mention that. Very good call, Snowball. Tom, 63-37. Good night to Carly. Yeah, my money is good. Stack, Weed 420. 25 going a little higher. Pun intended, everyone. Hank G, 69-31. Very nice. Awesome. Awesome. Happy birthday to Carly. Today's Carly's birthday? Happy birthday, Carly. I did not know that. Oh, man. Oh. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I have spoken to Weed. Weed is aware of the rules tomorrow. He should abide. We've talked him up and talked him down from some things, Jake. I think it's going to be a fun day. Also, Jake, if it's not Carly's birthday, that's a great prank because now you got all of us saying it as she left. Excuse me, everyone. I'm sorry. So, Chiefs fan. What's his margin of victory? And also, I didn't want anyone to know it was my birthday. Thank you for all the wishes. Oh, happy birthday, sweetie. God bless you. Many more to you. We love you. Enjoy. May this be the best year of your life, filled with happiness and joy. And if I'm going to say a winning football team, am I wishing for too much? I think I'll just stop right there with happiness and joy. Whew. Yeah, I think I predicted the other day the big fella would have the largest margin of victory we've seen so far. I think we get that tomorrow. I think Chiefs fan hits 90. I do. I think Chiefs fan pulls 90% of it. As long as he doesn't let everyone know he's nervous, because then there will be people voting to see him get more nervous. He's just got to wait till the end of the show. Don't call in nervously. Don't panic. Don't tip your hand and your thoughts. Yeah, Rick, I think I'll go 89-11 or 89-10. I can't see more than 1 out of 10 people voting against Chiefs fan. He's a stud. He's just an iconic caller. Oh yeah, 25. Agreed. Yeah. Graves is gonna have a really, really big one. That's what she said. That's for her when she watches this tomorrow. She was in the DP earlier saying, now it was already rough for me to make your 9 and 10 o'clock shows. Now you're going on even later, so I got to watch in the morning. So, Jay Graves, if you're watching this right now, we love you. Hennessy going big time. That would be great if it was 99-0, because it doesn't count. If it's 0.8% of the votes, it would be 99-0. All right. Jake, what are you doing, Jake? Commenting on your show. That's what we do. I think Lane is the one seed that has the biggest margin of victory. He has Dixon Hull going for him now. It's just going to remind everyone what he's all about. It's a very good point. Very good point. He finds a way to constantly reinvent himself, stay topical, and show us how awesome he is. I have a bracket in a tournament. Yours is busted. I had Briga winning. The only one that I have a loss right now, I had June the GM beating JJ. And Jake, if you would have ended the goddamn show 15 minutes earlier, I'd have a perfect bracket. But I did have Briga winning, and I had Briga moving on in the next round too. So I haven't lost any of my Sweet 16 yet. And that's the key to this, because the scoring points double each round. The round 1 is worth 1. The round 2 is worth 2. The Sweet 16 is now worth 4. So if you have your Sweet 16 in place, you still have a good chance to make a run. There's a lot of people who have the same exact Final Four as me, but those Sweet 16 Elite 8 matchups are going to make the difference in terms of who wins the pool. But it's going to be interesting. Also, I'm 30 minutes in. Why the hell am I still here by myself talking? The link is pinned. Get your butts in here. Otherwise, this is going to be a very short show. I do not have the energy to keep talking. Sarah, I've looked at a bunch of them. I think the most popular Final Four that I've seen is Mikey, Lane, Charles, and David T. I've seen a lot of people with that. That's actually my Final Four, and I've seen a lot of people who have a matching Final Four. $25, Gary, Lane, Gorman, and Nate. Oh, I like that. That's my Rick Kent. That's his Final Four. Clancy, Lane, Lowski, Charles, and Mikey. I like it. That's the perfect time to have them call in. The big fella calls in from his bed all the time. ISU coming in has one of the 13 perfect brackets. It's got big fella, Nate, Mikey, and Lane. Interesting. I like it. Nate can pull some wizardry on his bike the day of the vote and just captivate people with what he does on that fucking thing. He's amazing. He sucks, but man, he's amazing on that. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't feel well right now. So what's the best thing to do when you don't feel well? You go to the doctor. Who works with a doctor? Nurses do. Hello, Nurse Sarah. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
What's up? Oh, yeah, all right. You?
You hear me okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just turned the volume up a little. I'm getting used to the headset. I'm sorry. The volume must have went down when I put the thing on. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. What about you? You a bit sniffly.
Yeah, I'm sniffly, throat tickly, head congested. At work, like I clean, so like I'm bending over my head. Every time I bend over to clean, like it would just be a faucet. Yeah, bad. I'm home now, and I finally dried up, I think, but I do have to take another Mucinex as soon as I get off of here.
Dry that out. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you
How's
feel better.
everything down under? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
No worries. Yeah, everything down under is good.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get over my boss scaring the heck out of me before.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it, and I had to get off of the DP right as soon as that happened. But he was chuckling to himself like a little kid. He was enjoying it. He goes, "Ha ha, got her."
He is a little kid. He is. Anyway, but yeah, other than that, gearing up for this next round to happen. So who's tomorrow? Chiefs
Tomorrow,
fan?
Chiefs fan goes first against someone named Bijan. And then the second one is Rob from Glenhead. I said it correctly. And Weed the People.
Oh, Weed's got that one in the bag. Absolutely.
That's usually where he keeps his weed, so it's perfect. No, sorry. Yeah, Sarah. Does Craig drive an expensive car?
He has a
You don't have to
Tesla.
answer that. No, you don't have to answer. Chiefs fan was asking questions about. We yelled at Chiefs fan, Tom, myself, Rick, because Chiefs fan was asking inappropriate questions about income, and we're like, "You gotta ask people about their income. What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Loser leaves the continent.
So, does that mean I'm moving to America?
You bring Hawk back, and that would be cool. Hell yeah, that'd be dope. Just bring a friend.
Bring a friend that's under 5'3", 5'3".
Under 5'2", and it's American. It's inches. Don't bring centimeters and bring someone who's like a weeble wobble. It's my second Weeble Wobble reference of the day. You might be too young for that. It was a little American toy in the 80s. They were like
I've got no idea.
they were like this big, and they were like a little hard plastic people, and you'd like, there was like an opening on the bottom of them so you can like set them up in like little cities, and they would just like stand there like little Weeble Wobble people.
Is that when they'd go like that?
No, they didn't, but they just, I don't know if they did. Yeah, the Weebles. The Weebles. We talked about the Weebles earlier, Rick. Yeah, they never fall.
I would love to eat Vegemite for a month.
Just
That's
Vegemite?
not really a loss, Alan. Yes, Australia is an amazing country, and anybody who's not got a fear of flying should visit it. Shouldn't they, Nick?
I'm not. I don't have a fear of flying. I'm claustrophobic. So being anywhere, like I don't like being on a train for long. I don't like being anywhere. Like a car I can do if I'm driving and I'm in control. But if I'm not driving, like I will start to feel like.
So you just got to be the pilot, really, because then you're in control.
I don't even want to be on. I don't want to be on a plane.
Oh, it's such a shame because you're missing out on seeing Australia.
I have FaceTime. Craig showed me his yard. We FaceTimed. I talked to Craig and his brother one day on FaceTime. I was smoking a cigar out, and the day after the party, him and his brother were there, and I talked to his brother. He's like, I want to introduce you to my brother. He goes, you two are like the same.
Yes, Dazza. I love Dazza. He's good value. And also, that just reminds me, when I comment Gary's nickname, all of you Americans pronounce it as Gaza. It's Gaza. Gaza. And Sheezy is Sheezy, not Sherzy. Sheezy.
Sheezy.
Sheezy. Yeah, that's it.
You gotta not move your Sheezy. Like you gotta not move your teeth. You gotta like clench your teeth. Go Sheezy. All right.
Yeah, and it's Aussie, not Aussie.
All right, now we're going too far. Now I don't know anyone like that in the chat. If I'm mispronouncing somebody's name in the chat, then I care. But
Gaza.
Giza.
Gaza.
Not Gaza. Gaza. Gotcha.
No.
Nate doesn't deal well with criticism. Nate's a dick. He doesn't deal well with criticism or dogs. He had dogs peeing on his bike, and he like gave them chili powder. Dogs were shitting fire. They were shitting fire. The dogs on the street of New York were shitting fire out of their ass. It was a news story.
Oh, that's terrible.
It was. But Nate's bike is pee-free now, so he wins.
You hate dogs? Why do you hate
He didn't
dogs?
hate them. He bought like a Chiefs fan would say, a very expensive bike. And they were in the streets of New York. People walk around and just let their dogs piss and shit on everything. And dogs were pissing on his brand new bike. And then he put a sign out there. It's like, please don't let your dog pee on my bike. And then someone wrote another sign. And then he wrote a sign. And then they wrote a sign. And then he just sprinkled chili powder around the bike to like create like a circle of death.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was you were in the honeymoon stage, I believe, of life. You were either getting ready for Hawk to come out or Hawk just got there, but that was a big drama.
Oh, sorry I missed it, Nate. Sending love.
Don't send them chili powder, whatever you do.
Can you even see that? Is a love heart? Yeah, sort of. Anyway, I won with dark chocolate. Really?
New York, concrete jungle where bicycles are made of. Yeah.
Oh. Well,
I mean, all that Nate did, and he didn't destroy his dog's trachea, so he's still got a leg up on you.
there you go.
So he's got that going for him.
At least-
That's 25. Good call. We need like a 30 for 30 or a Netflix documentary on Nate against the dog Pierce. the dog owners who let their dogs pee on the bikes. Listen, there's two like groups of people, and I'm going to single them out right now. Smokers who just throw their cigarette butts anywhere. And people who have pets and let their pets piss or shit in places that they shouldn't and like leave it. If you're walking your dog, you don't let your dog pee on things. You pee on a street sign. You pee on a fire hydrant. You don't let the dog pee on someone's like hubcap or their property. It's too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're probably smoking cigarettes and throwing them too while they're letting the dog.
Do you guys get fined over there for like? Actually heard on the radio on the way to work this morning that like there's fines. People get fined if you're walking a dog without carrying doggy bags, and then if you leave the dog's poo, you get a fine. Do you get fines over there?
It's called curb your dog. Here, like you can't let the dogs run free. Like you got to have the dog on a leash, and you are supposed to clean up after. But
yeah,
unless you're Nate and you set up surveillance cameras to catch people in the act, there's really.
Did he really do that? He set up cameras and caught people in that. Caught the dogs in the act.
He set up. He put. We had a whole live stream here one night. He was live with his phone. Oh yeah, Sarah, we've had a lot of fun since you fell in love. I don't know if you know, but our world continued when you and Hawk were like, we're going to talk to each other and forget everyone else that helped us fall in love. But we kept doing shows here. We didn't have a football team to fucking root for. We had to do something during the season. So
I didn't forget you all.
No, you didn't forget us, but you guys were being all lovey-dovey, kissing your phones while you were FaceTiming one another. Well, not because we know Hawk is Team Android, weirdo, but on Discord chat. And just remind the world for when we do release all of the footage and I send it all. What Discord, whose Discord were you in that this whole love affair started? Just remind the world right now.
Nick's. Yeah. Nick Shines.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes. Junior. Don't give my son no credits. Nick Shine Jr. right here.
Nick Shine Jr.
Yes. Thank you. But one of the sagas that we went through when our team was playing horrific shit-filled football, like giant dog bags of shit of football, was the Nate saga. And there was a night where he was in the front door of his apartment building with the camera out, and after he sprinkled the chili powder and was doing play-by-play of the dog coming by. It's fantastic.
Oh, what sort of dog was it? My hair is so crazy today. Sorry, apologies.
I went question the statement very quickly. I couldn't even get a word in. That was very Chiefs fan-ish right there. You've been hanging out in the Discord again. We could tell he was rubbing off on you.
It was a dead dog. Mate. Anyway.
That's why he needed the chili powder. He was cooking it.
Oh, stop. No. My hair's crazy, but I don't know because it's just crazy.
Do you have a jet hat handy? Does Boss Man have a jet hat in his office?
I have a Tasmaniac hat.
You can wear that here. We allow that here. The Tasmaniacs and Shiners are kind of like one and the same. So I approve of you wearing the Tasmaniac hat on Nick Shine Show. It's fine.
That's okay.
It's free advertising. Jake gifted a membership during the show, so that is allowed now.
There you go, Jakey boy. Nick, when are you going to have merch?
Carly and I are working on it. We're working on some things. I'm working on perfecting the design in my head. And now that I shaved the beard, we can't have the picture that's in the top corner. We might have to change that. We do have another logo that we're going to use. It's similar to this, but inside it says the Nick Shine Show instead of you see it on the bottom of the screen. Look below your camera box. There's one of them there.
Oh, that little bit down there.
Yep. So we're going to put that on some things, but I want to make sure it's right. And I want to make sure that the timing is perfect. And I do want to be a perfectionist with this. I don't want to half-ass it. So I'm overthinking everything. I do that at times.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's okay.
As maniac shiners, it's incestuous like first cousins. You can also say, Tom, too, it's kind of a little bit of a self-love, right? Like if you're loving yourself. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have a tickle in the back of my throat. I'm trying not to do it, but.
I read everyone commenting Boza. What's happening with Boza?
Oh, they're calling, see, in America, we call it bozo, and that's what they're calling Nate for attacking the dogs. They're saying bozo.
They're saying Boza.
No, it's bozo. I'm telling you how to say it, bozo.
You Americans are weird.
Like Gaza. Bozo.
Gaza. Gaza. I love how you said Gaza.
Gaza. I couldn't remember.
Gaza. I don't know Bozo, no. But I know Boza.
You never heard of Bozo the Clown?
Oh, Bozo the Clown. Yeah. What are you going on with that?
Come on,
Rick?
Rick. Yeah, Rick, what are you doing? You don't think she's a woman of international culture and stupid references? Of course she's going to get my stupid references.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you taking regular medication?
like insulin?
No,
Okay.
for your you do.
I took Mucinex, and I went to stop at the Walgreens. It's like a convenience store, pharmacy place, and they were closing.
What's Mucinex?
Mucinex is like a nasal decongestant.
Oh, it's a decongestant.
When you get chest congestion, head congestion. That's why I was draining so much. It usually works for about 12 hours. I took it around 11 this morning. So,
And that's why you got that sore throat as
yeah.
well, because the post-nasal drip. Oh, you poor thing. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. I'll be all right. It just sucks when you have to move around nonstop.
Just keep
Now, when you
hydrated.
don't feel well, you want to sit. Like I feel better now sitting here than I did the entire day.
Yeah, I bet.
How's our boy doing?
Hawk,
Steven?
Stephen, he's
Stevie.
good.
Stevie Pooh?
Stephen's good. He is a good egg, very good egg.
He is.
And Henry loves him. Henry adores him. So that's
good. That's important.
Absolutely.
That makes it important because even though Hawk's the adult, and it's Henry's castle, he's the king of that castle. So he's the man of the house,
Yeah.
That's the one thing that made me feel okay with. I'll never be okay with another man living with my kids. But if I had to pick one, I would pick the one that Gina's dating. He's great to my kids. So it's not ideal. I don't like it, but I'm okay with it being him. He's a good dude.
Oh, that's good.
He's a good dude.
I'm glad to hear.
Boom, I don't think she can answer this. But aside from walks in the park holding hands, what is the most fun thing you and Hawk have done so far?
We took Henry to, it's called Time Zone. It's like a bunch of games and they have like bowling and stuff there as well. But we just played the games and he won Henry all these toys.
Nice.
That was really
not fun. Not the zoo. It looked like you guys went to a zoo also.
Oh yeah. We went to Gorge Wildlife Park. Yes, that would have been good if So he wasn't able to hold a koala because I didn't realize that they charge for that now. They never used to. And we were lining up and we got to the front and I saw the sign. So I tried to run up and pay for it, but they said they had sold out. So that was a bit disappointing. But other than that, it was fun. He got to feed some kangaroos, boxed a couple of them.
Nice. Now, for those that don't know, Craig and Mrs. Craig threw a welcome to Australia party also for Hawk. And that looked like it was an absolute incredible time. Craig was sending me pictures and videos, and his daughter, the 21-year-old daughter,
Taylor.
She looked like she had a very, very fun time.
Taylor had lots of fun.
Yeah, she looked like she had a blast.
Yeah. That was fun. Playing cricket, all of that.
Our man Blitz is here. Shout out to everyone that voted for Dave. See, Blitz works the overnights. So Blitz goes home and he has to sleep. So sometimes he misses the matchups during the day. So that's got to be cool to wake up and like the first thing you're doing is try to find out who won the Asmaniac tournament. That's awesome. This whole thing is great.
Shut up, Boom. Oh, damn it. I don't have a hair tie on me. They're in my car. I've got a bunch of booms.
Big fella asked, was Vegemite consumed? I was going to read that wrong.
Vegemite. And yes, it was.
Vagem.
Stop it, Nick. Stop there. Just stop there.
I don't know what was consumed. I'm sorry. I'm on the bench. It's been a while. Vegemite. That's what it is.
Vegemite Milo. 4 and 20 pies, sausage rolls, the whole shebang.
Nice. I saw some pictures of the spread. It looked incredible. She did a great time. She did a great job. Sorry, I'm laughing at a comment in the chat. You're laughing at the same one? Yeah. All right. At least we laughed together about it. It wasn't a... What? How's he getting used to... How's Hawk getting used to like driving around and like is he getting comfortable with
He's picked it up well. He's picked it up really well. But like I say to Craig, like he likes driving. Like he's just one of those people that likes to drive. So I think like he was always going to do well in that sort of field. So
I apologize to Jake, not Jake Asman. But I don't know when this came in, and I apologize for not getting up sooner. Like the video and Gary Cullen, Jake was his 1 month member super chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. You're a good man. My apologies for not getting that up earlier. Also, that's what I said. Yeah, that'd be great if we talked to Hawk and imagine, all right, Nate, I'm going to team up with you here for a joke. You set it up. I'm going to knock it down. Imagine if Hawk comes back and he sounds like Weed the People doing Craig's Australian voice. What if Hawk comes back like that? Ladies and gentlemen, Snowball from Jets Worldwide. I keep telling you guys, go subscribe to Jets Worldwide. Right before the show started, I saw that he's going to have on Friday night at 7:30, Matt O'Leary and Jeremy Jets Chaos. Should be a fun show. Make sure you're subscribed to that. I will be at work. I will be listening. I might not be able to be too active in the chat, but I will be there. Snowball gifted 5 memberships that went to Sweet Baby Jesus, Vinny Farrow, Chris Bradigan, T. Rivera, and Real 84. Thank you very much, Snowball. You're the man. You're the man. So far, we've had a couple 5 spots given out, which means I owe 2 memberships before the end of the show. And if you're wondering, like, what do you get if you give a super chat or gift memberships? Well, you get entered in the Sauce Gardner autographed mini helmet. And to prove to you it is not a scam, it is right here. Sauce Gardner, #1 in the secondary, #1 in your hearts, #1 draft choice for us in 2022. A man of the people, a man of Jets fans saying that he wants to be here. Why would I leave? I love New York. That's what you want to see. That's the player that you extend. No bullshit, no drama. And plus, Sarah wants to see him play with Stiggers for many years to come.
Yep.
See,
What a
that's that
guy. Love
professionalism.
that
See how
guy.
I tied that all together for you? I made it work
Very
for you.
well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, there's honey down the side.
What? Honey? Oh, you
I
got
put-
honey in your...
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. There's a little
Yeah.
bit of honey drizzle. I guess when I put it in, it drizzled down the side. I said it's honey. Come on. I know. You're a very, very bad influence on me. I try to be professional here on this show. I never make any inappropriate jokes, and I couldn't even keep a straight face while saying that. I couldn't.
Well, I need to hit the road.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
When you go home, well, never say
Mhm.
yes to me before you know what it is. That's first off. Don't ever commit until you hear the proposal first, okay? Or the proposition.
Rick, shush, I have been. Anyway,
Wait.
sorry.
When you go home, give Hawk a big kiss, a big hug, grab both of his ass cheeks, and say, "That's from Nick."
All right.
Thank
Will
you.
do. I got
Awesome.
you.
That's
As
how
you
I said
guys
goodbye to him
say.
in the parking lot. That's how I said goodbye to him here. And you know what sucks? Doesn't suck, but the last 3 days, the school that I'm in overlooks the Rio Diner. And when I clean these 2 classrooms, I'm looking at the exact spot that I hugged Hawk and said goodbye to him. And so, like, the last 3 days, I'm like, oh, yes, Hawk.
Oh. Okay, hang on. So I got to wrap my arms around him.
Do what you normally do, and then just grab his ass, cup his ass cheeks, and be like, "Oh, that's from Nick." But
That's
give him
from
like a
Nick.
creepy in his ear, like, "This is from Nick."
All right, I got you. I will love and leave you, but I'll
And
be
then if
listening.
anything else happens after Henry goes to sleep, also when that's done, say that was from Nick.
That's also from me.
Yeah, everything you do with Hawk now is from Nick. Nothing in the relationship will be from you. Everything will be from me.
All righty.
All
All
right.
righty. Well, have a good
Thank
rest
you for
of your
calling
show.
in. It was a pleasure talking to you. And all the
You
best to
too.
all you guys over there. All the happiness in the world. You guys know how happy I am for all of you. All jokes aside, I love you guys.
Thank you. We love you too.
Be good.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. Oh, that was a nice surprise. That was nice. Yeah, definitely a great call. Definitely a great call by Sarah. That was fun. Unexpected. Oh, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had the ladies step up. Where's all the guys at? Where's all the DPers, the late night hangout crew? I know Clancy's in the chat. He's back from Wawa. Or maybe he didn't go to Wawa yet and he's nervous. He didn't stack up on his daily run. For those of you who may have missed it last night, let me see, where are we? Let me pop this open for you. I like multitasking now. It's easier to do. What's this? Yes, Stack, I'm good. Are you good with video? Yes, I just saw your message, Stack. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed it last night, our friend Bobby is now down to 241 pounds. He is down 40.6 pounds in 13 weeks, and he has earned $3,654 so far. It's amazing. It's amazing. Good for him. I hope he spends the money wisely and not on computers and vacations, and remembers that I ran this to help him balance life out. That would be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a first-time caller into the show here. From the chat, we have Patrick.
What's up?
How are you, man?
Good. How about yourself? You're still sick, right?
I'm sorry?
You're still sick, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I still setting up my microphone. You want me to join, right?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Good. How about yourself? So
All
I see
right.
in the chat you're calling this video whether or not the Jets should make a trade. You think they should
Yeah.
make a trade or not?
I think they could. I think they could make a trade. What's your thoughts? How long you been a Jet
Well,
fan?
actually, I think they probably won't because the player they'd probably be trading for would be an offensive weapon. But there's actually a lot of wide receivers available already in free agency. You know, guys like Amari Cooper, DeAndre Hopkins, Hollywood Brown, the list goes on. But there's a lot of great options. You don't really need to trade for one, frankly. And they
Yeah.
do need a tight end too, but you can grab Warren in the draft, right? At pick
You
7.
could. You could.
Or Membu at pick 7.
He's climbing lately, huh?
Yeah,
He's gaining momentum at the right time.
he was like a middle first round pick, and then he had one hell of a combine.
Yeah. Yeah, he put on quite a show.
Yeah. Are they going to bring
He's a
back
big
Morgan
guy.
If at all? If not, I think
I
he
don't
could be a
think
realistic
so.
option.
I know people hate when I say this, but why would Moses want here, right? Like you're near the end of your career. You came here, you know, we traded back for you. It was to try to win. It didn't happen. You know, maybe you try to go somewhere to be a part of a winning team before the end.
Yeah, he seems like one of those veteran options. He'll go to a contender because he wants a ring before he retires.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think I would rather go younger. I would rather, like I said, I'm on record as saying put ABT at right tackle and go get a massive guard.
well, the problem is those mid tackles free agency, they get paid like 15 mil, which is ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
They do.
Well,
but
hopefully
they're
Yuki can
important.
find what a okay tackle in the mid rounds, maybe.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You got to start being able to find players who can contribute to the team and not be first round picks. You can't just have all first round picks on your roster. You got to be able to get guys who are starters and major contributors later in the draft. Other teams do it. Why can't we?
Well, yeah, the whole D line was like first round picks. It's like Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, and Quinnen. They're all first round picks. Even the O line too is like AVT, Olu Fashanu. Tippin wasn't first, but he's a top 45 pick. But it's like you have to find talent later in the draft beyond top 50 picks.
Javon Kinlaw, even though not ours, he was a first round pick. Solomon
talent.
Thomas was a first round pick. You know, you got to be able to get guys.
Yeah, so Joe Douglas never found any talent beyond the first like 2 rounds ever, except for like Michael Carter, the cornerback. That was like the only guy I remember who was a later pick who actually did something.
100% right.
Yep. There's my
Nate
top
asks,
2, but he was like an UDFA pretty much.
Nate's asking, who do you want as our quarterback?
I mean, I would probably go Winston. I mean, he's exciting to watch. He has probably the best arm of the guys available, and he probably won't be that expensive. I mean, he had 5,000 yards at one point. I mean, give a shot on him. I know he's probably not the guy Engstrand would probably want in his system, but he's probably the best talent-wise option out there. Unfortunately, it's a very weak quarterback class, especially the draft too. There's no drafts in the draft. Well, no quarterbacks in the draft except for there's guys like Jalen Moreau, whoever, Will Howard, you know, guys like that who are just flyers. It's like that 22 draft class that was just terrible, like the Pickett draft class. If you remember that one?
Will Levis, Malik Willis, and Kenny Pickett draft.
Yeah, I think that was the Purdy draft, if I'm not mistaken. That's like the only good quarterback. He came out of nowhere. But yeah, it's a terrible draft class. So I expect the Jets probably go in this draft class. They're probably aiming, you know, options like probably Warren or, you know, offensive line or even defensive tackle. Maybe Mason Graham will fall, you know, Ted McMillan, another option. Who do you see them going in the draft for you? I'm sure you've already gone over it. I
got to see free agency and see what positions we attack and see what positions we still need. But I have a list of guys that I'd be okay with. I'd be okay with Abdul Carter. He's my number one. I'd be okay with Hunter. I would be okay with a trade back. I'd be all right with Warren. I would be okay with Will Johnson. I'm not sure if I like Graham because Dom C told me he does the exact same thing as Quinnen does, and I'd rather get a monster next to Quinnen to help free Quinnen up. So,
Well, here's the thing, though. There's a lot of great defensive linemen in this class, so you know you can get one. You can get a really first round defensive lineman at like pick 42, wherever the Jets are picking the second round.
Yeah,
like maybe
Yeah,
you
there's
trade
a
up for
lot.
a guy like there's a guy like Kenneth Grant who'd be late first round. You know, guys in that territory who can trade back up in the first, go get if you need a stud defensive tackle. Or maybe they address in free agency. I mean, I don't expect them to sign a guy like Milton Williams, who's like the top guy in free agency, but maybe, you know, the guy who was in Detroit last year, who's a defensive tackle. I forget his name, but other options out there, whoever.
yeah.
Because they
No,
got
good
nobody
points,
next to. Yep. They got nobody next to Quinnen right now. You know, there's just like a giant gaping hole.
Nice. Awesome.
I noticed you kept saying that they should trade for Michael Mayer. I probably don't expect them to be available.
Oh, no. I didn't say we should. I said
Oh, okay.
I just proposed the idea of it. I said,
Okay, it seems
should
like
they
you
make
wanted
a
it.
call? No, dude, it's 12 o'clock at night. I got to find some things to discuss. And if Michael Mayer's availability, should we call and offer Ruckert and a pick? They need a blocking tight end. I'm just proposing the idea. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying it's got to be done, but
I just really want
to throw
Tyler
some
Warren.
things out for discussion purposes.
I'm a big Tyler Warren fan, so that's why I'm kind of against it. You know, I want to.
I like him. I like him. I'm on record as saying I like Olu, the combination of Olu and Warren over Bowers and Campbell. Or, you know what I mean? If you took the tackle and the tight end and reversed them in each draft, I like Olu and Warren together better because Warren will block. Bowers does not.
Well, the thing with Warren is he can do everything. I mean, did you see him at Penn State? He snapped the ball and then went out and caught it. I'm not sure if you saw that highlight at all.
Yeah. I actually saw it live. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was
one of the
at
few
the game
Penn State.
watching it.
Oh, yeah? Where are you from? Glen
Oh,
Oaks?
I'm at Iowa State College.
You're at State College?
Yeah. I go to
Oh,
Penn
wow.
State.
You're a student now?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
I'm
why
sorry.
I'm big on Penn State.
Okay, I didn't know. I'm sorry. It's my first time talking to you. I didn't know where you were located. What are you studying?
I'm in marketing. Yep.
Awesome. Good luck to you, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. How's your podcast going? Or
I like it. You like it too. You're here.
Well, I got nothing else is on at midnight. What am I supposed to do?
There you go. I like you, man. I appreciate the support. I see you popping up in there. You have the Patrick from SpongeBob as your picture, right?
Oh yeah. I really like the
Yeah.
show.
Nice.
Hopefully you've seen it every episode, right?
Not every episode, but I did watch it with the kids when they were little. It was my favorite show to watch. I would find myself watching it even after like they went to sleep. I would pause it on the DVR, come back down, and like me and my wife would like watch it and like just sit there and laugh.
Okay, you got a favorite episode or no?
Chocolate. I always hated it.
All right, that one's a good one. I like when he's running up and yelling chocolate.
Yeah.
The one guy.
And then the one where Sandy is stuck. He's stuck with Sandy inside the space bubble or whatever she's got down there.
Oh,
That was one that my kids had on the DVR and they repetitively watched.
I mean, that one's funny.
I am. I actually, my ex-girlfriend Alona used to call me Patrick because of my dimply ass when I would get out of the shower. It's true.
Okay. Well, don't worry. I look like that too when I come out of the shower. I actually more look like Mr. Krabs.
Look at us. We're just meeting and we're talking about how we look when we get out of the shower. This is why you have to watch the show because you never know where the hell the conversations are going to go.
Yeah.
If you are here, make sure you hit the like button, please.
Don't worry. I'll do that now so I don't forget.
Oh my God, you didn't do it already. What the hell?
I was waiting till it hit 69.
Oh, you. Some people do like to do that. They wait till it hits 68 to say that they hit 69. That's awesome.
I got to wait till the perfect moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she said.
Don't worry, it means I stay the whole stream though till it happens.
I like it. I appreciate the support, man. All right, awesome, man. Thanks for calling in, and feel free to call in anytime.
Sure.
Take care, man. Pleasure meeting you. Good call.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick. I like when we put a face to the names. That was a good call. Let me take care of this real quick. I do owe too. Thank you to Snowball. Thank you to the great Rick Kent. And thank you to Jake for gifting one earlier. Mine went to Peter Barandis. And then one more to match Snowballs on his way out. It went to Black Jesus. No relation to Black Gypsy that we're aware of. Yeah, good call, Patrick, and good luck in school, man. Big fella, you never know what you're going to get on the show. That's why you have to watch it. You have to watch. You got to be here. You never know where we're going to go. Never know, bro. But ladies and gentlemen, I definitely want to be sleeping in the next 20 minutes. So if there's no other calls, we will start dropping an abbreviated version. I know it's a short show. We just said an hour and 11 minutes. What did we learn? What did we learn today? God, I hope you put chili powder in your pee hole. Nate, you never replied. We've tagged you. Are you in for the draft weekend getaway? You haven't replied to anything in the group. Even in the group text, you've been dormant. And I hope you're feeling okay. I know I bust your balls. All right. Check Discord and in the getaway group. All the info's in there. I found a house that I think would be great. If we have you, we have 9 people confirmed. And it'll be a blast. Stack. Yeah. It does, but I came in the door at like 11:05 and I turn it on and it goes by hour. And I just totally forgot. I turned it on. I ran upstairs. I made tea, did my dishes from the stuff I brought to work. But we should be getting away from that soon. Hopefully, weather will be getting nicer. But you are correct. Big fella, I learned Vaginamite is an Australian delicacy and funny word. Of course you did, my twin. Alan, we learned that in spite of Gator's 237 votes for Beast, he couldn't propel that dumb bastard to victory. Hashtag one punch. Rick had the cool kid. No, Rick, I put together a group on Discord of people who may be interested in going. You're in California. I highly doubt you wanted to go to the Poconos draft weekend. If you do, you are absolutely more than fucking welcome. That would be tremendous. But I put together a group of just so that way we're not clogging the lobby, and I put together like a private group of people who would be interested. Now that we have people who are interested, I'm going to minimize the others who I thought might be interested, remove them, and have that. but he hasn't been replying. So, chili powder in the peel. Hank G, we learned that we will be riding high in the poll tomorrow. Very nice. Big fella, I learned that this show any time of night continues to be great. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I doubted him last night. Shame on me. I slightly doubted. I did say out loud he was here. But ladies and gentlemen, he's here. He was asking the very important questions to Sarah that all of you needed to know. ISU, I learned Nick missed my first one. All right, hold on. Everyone say thanks, ISU. I'm looking at ISU. I don't see you. You did, or what did we learn? I'm looking. I got this. I don't have another one. Did you maybe put a word in it that was no good? Good evening from you, Patrick. I don't have anything else from you, ISU. I'm checking StreamYard and I'm checking YouTube. I don't see it, bro. Shoot it to me on Discord real quick. I'll read it as is. I don't give a shit. You know that. I did mention that in the opening, but for some reason, it's not in the starred category. I did mention that earlier. iTuber 120. If you had to put your life savings on how many games the Jets win next year, how many are you betting they win? Well, just so you know, the games would be more than the savings. I got to see the roster first. How can I make a prediction without knowing who we get in free agency, without knowing who we get in the draft, without knowing who we get or who we get rid of? You know, I think a well-coached team who designs a good scheme could get 7-8 wins. I think a team that can compete could win. Why is this changing? We'll try that. Yeah. I mean, we predicted 13 wins last year, and look what happened. So, I'll go 6, just because I think no matter what we put out there, it'll be better than last year. I don't even care if we go 6-0 and then lose the last 11, just to win one more than the Rodgers fans. Big Rush 2112. Thank you for the membership from whoever sent it to me. Love your show, Nick. Love you and Jake the other day. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Very kind of you to say. Oh, Sean Rodgers was massive. He was a big fatty. He was like a Sam Adams type. He was a very, very large human being. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. What did Boomtown learn? Boomtown, send us off. And ISU, thank you for joining the channel. I did not get anything from you. But I did just see your DM. Boomtown. There he goes. I learned, stick or not, if the show is booked, it's go time. In regards to Clemens, it is unanimous. The heaters struck again. Chiefs fan is a nervous Nelly. Weed has been talked up and talked down. Bonus, Weed keeps his weed in a bag. Sign, everywhere a sign around Nate's bike. As maniacs, shiners, self-love, incestuous, whatever. Vegemite sounds much better than Vegemite. Agreed. Double bonus. Hawk is about to have some special moments later today from Nick. This show has no problem with shower talk with new guests. We you know, there's a standard here that we like to deliver. We like to get to know people personally. I'm an open book. Everyone should be an open book. All right. ISU said, I learned that justice does indeed prevail. One punch and done. Oh, it's probably one punch. So it probably knocked out something because of violence or something like that. Who knows? These things are weird. Robert C. asking the important question, does Boomtown type these earlier or now? Boomtown has a photographic memory, and he types those very quickly off of the notes in his brain. Or does he compile notes as it goes on? I always envision, I'm going to tell you what I think. You ever seen the movie The Usual Suspects, where Kaiser Sose is sitting there and he's looking at the board, making up the story, and all things tie together? That's how I envision Boom doing the what did we learn. He's like, oh, fuck, now I got to get this in there. Oh, now I got to get this. Oh, that ties there. That's how I envision Boom putting this all together. It's a beautiful whiteboard. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. So far, the feedback's been very good with this time of night. Everyone likes it except Nate, but we don't like Nate, so his vote doesn't matter. But make sure to go vote tomorrow in the Asmaniac tournament. We got 2 matchups. We have Chiefs fan, a strong 1 seed, and then we have an 8-9 matchup, which could be a little tighter. So go support our boy. If you're affiliated with this channel, we will throw our support behind you. And Weed is a part of this channel, so that's our boy. And good night, everybody. Thank you for watching The Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. Have a good night. God bless. And if you're wondering what Sarah is going to do to Hawk based off of my requests, and what Hawk's going to say to her.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
It's true. It's true. Ladies and gentlemen, the soothing sounds of Blitz BK. And if you weren't going to make love to your significant other, you are now after listening to this. This shit makes babies.
Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Let Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. We 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where the teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life, we just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone.
You smell what Nick Shine is cooking, everybody. Nick is the best chef you ever met your whole life. I won't lie to you.
Hey, Shiners. It's a party. My house. Discord party.
Blitz got beat.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other Merry Christmas. And let the jet suck while Bobby yells at Santa.
Shut the fuck up.
Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope he left some gifts because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate, Clancy, many more, we hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I licked on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heartbeat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much egg in all the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom and oh
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?